Hey everybody, today we're going to take an updated look at the U.S. Senate election in Pennsylvania, but first up we're going to talk a little bit about Cornel West. And you can see right here, he is now seeking the Green Party nomination for president. He was affiliated with the People's Party, but he's already abandoned that and he's going for the Green Party now. So a lot of you probably know a little bit about Cornel West, but to make things simple, a lot of people would consider him on the left or the far left on economics and on social issues. Other people might say he's very populist. I think it depends how you want to define it and what the specific issue is, but he is definitely against the establishment, the two-party duopoly, and he's now actually running for president. He's going third party, and he figures the Green Party would be the best way to get there. Now, does he have a serious chance? No, not really. But the reason it's notable is the Green Party has been known to potentially siphon off votes from the Democrats. So the incumbent president, the Democratic Party, the liberal establishment, however you want to put it, they are not at all going to be a fan of Cornel West at this point. I don't know how they're going to approach it. I suppose it does depend on if West gains any momentum. I would assume they're not going to want to acknowledge him at all right now, similar to Robert F. Kennedy Jr. But the big difference there is Kennedy is actually in this race against Biden, and he's hit 20% in the polls. So to not take him seriously, that's completely outlandish. I can understand not taking West super seriously, but there is a risk that West will actually activate true progressive voters, and some of them could defect toward that Green Party. So he still has to win the nomination. You can see he's the only one in the running right now that's declared. Plenty of time left, but he's well known. He's definitely going to have an appeal. And if you're looking to shake up the system from a progressive or left perspective, I think West would be a reasonable candidate. So we'll see what happens with that if he gains any traction, how the Democrats respond. We know at first they're going to downplay it. But how about ballot access for the Green Party? Well, we can see right here, it's to be determined. But last time in 2020, they were down to 30 states with ballot access. That's a lower number than they were in the previous 3 elections. So the Green Party, not as prominent as the Libertarians as far as third party goes. We know the Democrats are going to fight behind the scenes to keep the Green Party off the ballot. Just like the Republicans, they're going to fight behind the scenes to keep the Libertarians off the ballot, because both the Green and Libertarian Party, they're kind of the nemesis of the Democrats and the Republicans. Both are scared that they're going to take away some votes and let the other side win, so they can't let it happen. Both sides are going to say they're not doing it. Both sides are going to be hypocrites. And in this case, the Republicans are probably going to fight to get the Green Party on the ballot, just like the Democrats are going to fight to get Libertarians on the ballot. It's sleazy, but that's how it goes in politics. So let's move on to the next story. Let's get an update for this U.S. Senate election in Pennsylvania. So we already know Bob Casey is running for a 4th term, and he's a reasonably strong incumbent. His family name, his dad, they're well known in Pennsylvania. Last time Casey won easily by over 10 points, and he hasn't really had a close election at any point. So as of now, I really don't expect this race to be competitive, and I would say within 5 points. Now, it's very far out. We don't know what the environment's going to be. We don't know who the Republicans are going to field. It's not impossible they flip the seat. Anything could happen. Casey could have a health scare. Maybe he gets embroiled in a scandal. Who knows what could change? But right now, in my opinion, this is going to be likely for the Democrats. But let's take a look at the Republican field. David McCormick does appear to be their front runner at this point. You might remember he ran for this in the midterms, and he got into the race late. He kind of came out of nowhere, ended up doing much better than it seemed, and he very narrowly lost the nomination to Dr. Oz. So I guess if you're the runner-up, the next time out, it's your turn to take a crack at it. And I don't know if there's a buzz around anybody else right now outside of David McCormick, but one good thing for the Republicans to point out is Doug Mastriano is not going to run for the U.S. Senate. If Mastriano got into this, it seemed like he would be the nominee, and if his performance in the midterms for governor were any indication, then this would be a safe hold for Casey and the Democrats. That would have been a complete disaster. Mastriano had his chance. I know he didn't get a lot of support. He was too outside the mainstream, too anti-establishment. He fell flat and got wiped out. So with Mastriano out, Kathy Barnett is also out. On the list of potential candidates, we do have Stacey Garrity. She's the Pennsylvania state treasurer. Democrats have had success statewide in Pennsylvania, but not entirely. Republicans do have a couple of victories there. Stacey Garrity is one of them, and I don't know enough about her. Maybe she's entirely electable. Maybe she's not. We'll see what happens. Now, Dr. Oz is on this list as a potential candidate. He had his chance. He was supposed to be the guy to win the suburbs, especially going up against John Fetterman. He blew it, and I don't think he would have any chance of getting the nomination if he ran again. I don't even know why he would want to do it. I would pretty much think he would be a pariah at this point in Pennsylvania. So we'll see if anything happens with these potential candidates. As of now, it's going to be McCormick. Plenty of time for somebody else to get in and the dynamics of the race to change. But McCormick seemed like an establishment guy last time. His level of support was surprising. But then again, Dr. Oz, his level of support was surprising as well. I guess all that just points to that Senate race in 2022 being a complete dud for the Republicans. They had a chance with the open seat. They lost to Fetterman, who had a stroke, and there's not much else you could say about it. There was one poll down here from PPP. It did show Mastriano with the lead over McCormick, but that poll is completely outdated. Down here, we've got the general election polling. If it was Mastriano, you could see he trails badly. If Casey goes against McCormick, he still appears to trail pretty badly. So I don't know how McCormick is going to work any magic. If he is the nominee, I think Casey doesn't even have to campaign much, and he's likely to win this election. So that's an updated look at the U.S. Senate election in Pennsylvania. So let me know in the comments, what do you think about either of these two stories? What do you think is going to happen with Cornel West? Do you think he'll get any support? How will the Democrats respond? And do the Republicans have any chance here in Pennsylvania? Or is Bob Casey pretty much a shoo-in to win re-election? Let me know down below. On your way out, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.